Open our eyes to see the need. Open our ears to hear the cry. The broken-hearted, the wounded soul. You're calling us. We will go, we will be your hands and feet. We will run, we will reach the least of peace. Shine the light of the love to the ends of the earth. We will go, we will go, we will go. We will go, we will be your hands and feet. We will run, we will reach the least of this. Shine the light of your love to the ends of the earth. We will go, we will go, we will go. Oh, we will go, we will be your hands and feet. We will run, we will reach the least of this. Shine the light of your love to the ends of the earth. We will go, we will go, we will go.
Thank you so much, our wonderful children, for that amazing session you had with us. Jesus said in the book of Matthew 19:14, "Allow the children come to me, because the kingdom of heaven belongs to these children." Inside here, I have my Transcend team ready for the Transcend panel discussion. But before I welcome them, they're already having beautiful faces. Allow me welcome Joanita and Dylan for their worship.
In the crushing, in the pressing, you were making new wine. In the soil now I surrender. You were breaking new ground. So I yield to you and to your careful hand. And when I trust you, I don't need to understand. Make me your vessel. Make me an offering. Make me whatever you want me to be. I came here with nothing but all that you have given me. Jesus, bring new wine out of me. In the crushing, in the pressing, you were making new wine. In the soil now I surrender. You were breaking new ground. Hey! You were breaking new ground. So make me your vessel. Make me an offering. Make me whatever you want me to be. I came here with nothing but all that you have given. wine out of me. Jesus, bring new wine out of me. So where there is new wine, there is new power, there is new freedom. The kingdom is here. I lay down my old flames to carry your new fire today. So where there is new wine, there is new power, there is new freedom. The kingdom is here. I lay down my old flames to carry your new fire today. So make me your vessel, make me an offering, make me whatever you want me to be. God, I came here with nothing but all that you have given me. Jesus, bring new wine out of me. Jesus, bring new wine out of me. Jesus, bring new wine out of me. So make me your vessel, make me an offering, make me whatever you want me to be. God, I came here with nothing but all that you have given me. Jesus, bring new wine out of me. Jesus, bring new wine out of me. And Jesus, bring new wine out of me.
Welcome back from that wonderful worship. So inside here I have my Transcend team, and before we introduce the topic for today, allow me to introduce them to you, and you tell us your name and what you're passionate about. They always say ladies first. Yeah.
Our dear viewers and listeners, my name is Awormas Joyce, and I'm so passionate about helping others.
Thank you so much, Mercy.
Hello, everyone. My name is Patrick Okello. Thank you for tuning in and watching us. I'm so passionate about technology. I'm a student as well.
Thank you so
Hi,
much,
everyone.
Patrick.
My name is Joshua Odon. I'm passionate about leadership.
Leadership.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Joshua. My name is Joshua Court, and I'm passionate about teaching technology to people. And so our topic for today is community development and growth. And before we dive in to digest that, I want us to take 5 seconds each. Tell us your favorite color and why. Starting from Joshua.
Praise God. My favorite color is blue, symbolizing peace.
Peace. All right. Patrick?
For today, I'm loving red because of it being very bright and attractive. Yeah.
Attractive.
Yeah.
Nice. Mercy?
My favorite color is green because green symbolizes nature, freshness, and safety.
Great. And my favorite color is white because white means peace and purity. You know, I love being a community that has peace, community that is pure and clean. Then diving into our topic of today, community development and growth. Okay? What comes into your mind when you hear the word community development? Starting from Patrick.
Thank you. What comes to my mind when I hear about community development is a group of people or people living together. I mean, they come together, they agree to find a solution to their problems.
Okay?
Yeah.
Mercy?
What comes in my mind is simply change or seeing a difference in people's ways of life and the environment.
Joshua.
People coming up together and then growing economically and socially.
So you all had great, I mean, you all have great ideas about community development, all right? Then we're able to tell, you all know then how the community is able to grow, you know? So let me ask a simple one. How are we able to tell that the community is growing or developing? I mean, how must we know that the community is developing or growing?
I think
Patrick, you want to go first?
from my definition that I gave the first time, I said I forgot to mention it was a process.
Yeah.
So for me, majorly, I look at the youth and what sorts of things that they're participating in. So, if, for example, you take a community and the youth in it, how their lives are being changed and transformed, and what they're doing in that particular community. So it's a process that you're able to look back and see, yeah, and realize that yes, there was some change here.
Yeah, so ideally you're trying to mean when back then, let's say this is 2021, all right? If 2019, out of 20 youth in your community, one person had smartphone, and like this year, around 18 of them have smartphone. That's like development, right?
Yeah, it could
A
be.
process. Thank you so much, Joshua. How are you able to tell the community is developing?
Yes, thank you very much, Josh. I'm able to see a community growing or developing from seeing individuals. Yeah, because you cannot say the community is growing, yet you personally have failed to grow. So it's yourself growing, yourself diving into new things. He said he likes technology. Yeah, technology coming up from having the code Brenda phone. Okay, knobs, these phones here, and then to a smartphone. Of course, you're influencing other people also to join you in. Yeah, and that's there. And like I also said, socially, yeah, obviously, how you relate to the weak people, the poor, the needy, yeah, how you help them up, how you make them also look like they're somehow in some level there. They don't have what to eat, but you're providing for them. It's part of growth. Yeah.
Yeah, so what you're trying to mean is for a community to grow, people have to adopt changes, like new changes.
That's really true.
Thank you so much. Mercy, how are we able to tell that community is growing or developing?
I can say that a community is developing in that when I look at justice, like everyone in the community, despite of who you are or your level, you are able to attain justice and just as any other person. So a community can grow when people are not so corrupt. eh? They provide justice the way they're supposed to give to each and everyone.
Thank you so much, Mercy. Ideally, you as in line of social services. All right. Now back to us. We're able to tell. We know what community development is and growth. Okay, and we know how we can tell the community is growing or developing. Okay. Let me ask simple one. Okay. How have you participated individually in the development of your community? I know you all come from different backgrounds. You all come from different community. How have you participated individually in development of your community? Josh, you want to go first?
It's okay. Like I said at the beginning, I am passionate about leadership. Yeah, I started leadership way back when I was still growing. And a number of people have been seeing how I do my things, and then a few of them liked it, and of course, they joined in into leadership, politics, stuff like that. I'm so happy that a good friend of mine that I grew up with right now is a counselor, yeah, representing our, the youth
Wow.
of my community that side. So it was all through him being around me. He sees me. He started with me, like seeing me, and he tells me actually that you're the reason as to why I tried doing things like this. And of course, I'm so happy, and that, yeah,
So you nurtured him, you mentored him.
yeah.
So they bring the concept of community being one person accepting change,
Yes.
and like it's a process. So now you mentored him, and he's growing.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Now with that, he can also mentor someone as
That's
to get
true.
the other person,
That is
and
really
like within a year, you guys have like 100 people being good in leadership.
Being good in leadership.
Thank you so much.
It's
That
true.
was so powerful. Patrick,
you.
have you participated in the development of your community?
I think I would say mine, okay, basing on also the same passion. I have a passion in leadership, yes, but I'm more passionate in technology. And I think that in the very beginning, I was really fascinated by the big technology that is happening around the world and comparing it back home, or Uganda specifically. Most people really didn't get it or process it in a way that it's supposed to be. People had difficulties in understanding them. So I made it my aim to, go after it and make sure that I can be the best in it, so that I can inspire other people, other young people like me, to achieve such point. So these days, as me, I'm participating in several activities with other fellow youth that we're able to go out and mentor other people in tech and explain to them what's happening. Also, we build different applications to solve community problems. Like the last project that we did was in agriculture. And so I feel that is my contribution. I also want to mention that community development can also be seen in more of the mental state and how people are functioning, not just materialistic things that we see physically. So just giving guidance and counseling would also be a way that I've seen a community developed. So I've been able to do that through the 7 Seeds Uganda. Yes.
Great. Yeah, so you're trying to mean for a community to develop or grow, people should also take in sort of soft skills. Like people should be able to learn new things and knowledge. I think knowledge
Yeah.
is power.
Yeah.
Like knowledge is a key right here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, a community to grow, there must be one leader leading them to the right path.
Someone should be pushed to to make something right.
Thank you. Mercy, how have you participated in the development of your community? Could be directly or indirectly. Could be you paying tax and they're using that money to construct infrastructures in your community, roads, schools, hospitals, all that. So how have you participated individually?
Generally, in relation to what I said earlier, that I'm so passionate about helping others, at one point, I'm someone who loves doing anything. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as it brings money in your hands. So, for a community to develop, like among the youth, there have to be people that grab every opportunity that they see. They shouldn't just look at themselves like, I can't do this, I can't do that, I'm of this class. So, anything that, as long as it brings money, just do it. Take the best use of every opportunity that you get. Like, for instance, me, about helping others, at one point I remember I helped a friend who she gave birth to a baby at a very young age. She's a girl like me. I felt so bad. She was really suffering and the baby was not doing that good. So when I was going back to school, I had to give her my pocket money. So I knew I had everything as I'm just going back to school. So I lent her my pocket money and I advised her to start doing some small business. I told her, if you can bring charcoal, it's okay. Start getting charcoal, even if it's a sack, and start selling. So with time, she did that. She topped on the 20,000 I gave her, and she started doing well. So I love that when you help others as well, and more so as you encourage others in the community, it starts with you.
Wow.
Don't just let it stop at you encouraging people. You can't, carry the tray on your head and move with it like selling avocados.
Wow.
Start with yourself.
That's-
Don't just be good at saying, but do the action.
That's-
Let them see from you.
That's
And
powerful.
so
That's
they will
powerful.
do the same.
That's powerful. Let me ask. You gave her money. You gave her capital to start up a business. How is she
Yeah.
right now? She's doing business?
She's okay. I think from one sack, she increased to over 6 sacks, and I think people just now
Advise
buy
her.
in sacks.
Advise her to also help someone, all right?
Yeah.
Now, back to what you said. It relates to what Joshua mentioned at first, that community development involve economical bit of it, right? So we must grab an opportunity that, as long as it brings us money, so that we can use the same money to fund the activities back in our community, right? Or the projects we're doing in our community to help grow and develop our community. right? Now, let me dive in and ask, okay? How must someone develop or contribute in the development of their community? Let's relate it to a young youth, okay? I mean, I think I'm the oldest here. I'm 22 years old. I don't know how old you guys are, okay? But relating what we have done, okay, to the development of our community, how can someone out there, all right, a young youth who is out there, do the same thing or do what they're passionate about to help develop their communities? What advice can you give them?
Yeah, I would go straight to something that has helped me, it has worked. And it's one thing, always be open to learning and trying new things. Don't close your mind just because now you've gained one thing and then you be like, this is not. But put yourself in a position to always yearn for more. And by doing that, you'll be creating yourself available for opportunities that can come in your community. And in that way, you'll be helping your community. So the key is be informed and be open to new things, and also make sure that the people you stay with are people that can push you to that, to put you in that position to gain something. That's what I think, and it has helped me, and that's how I do it always.
All right. The clique or the peer you stay around with has to carry more weight, right? Okay, Joshua, what must someone do to contribute in the development of their community?
Actually, one thing that I don't want us to forget is people should know that the greatest asset and the biggest asset that you should have is people. Yeah, you cannot do anything without people. You need people to help you dig. You need people. Okay, I might be good in the office, but I'm not good in the garden. Yeah, I might be good at leadership.
Playing drums?
Okay, playing drums. Yeah, I do drum. But without a singer, without someone singing for me that nice melody, I am not able to play anything. So you need to have people around you. Those people that you have around you, one, is going to make you grow, like I said, economically. If Josh is having something, if Josh is having 5K, I don't need to, again, scratch my head. No, I would just say, I have a friend called Josh. Hi, Josh, how are you doing? You know, I'm broke. Help me with this kind of amount of shillings I want to do with my business. Okay, maybe I have this idea about ABCD. Then you're there to help me. Yeah. And then I need something to do with technology. There's someone already. I am just able to go to him. I talk to him. I tell him, you know what, Patrick, help me, give me some knowledge about Kakebe. And then you just tell me, okay, this is how we do it, our online shopping, stuff like that. You can join us in. That is it. I go to Mercy. Socially, yeah? Still, like how I said, helping community. Yeah. The best way you can do that is involving yourself. Helping a community is putting yourself there and making yourself be key in what you're doing. People around you will see you, and then in case of anything, one day in the future, in the near future, yeah, you're called, they'll be like, no, that guy, I know him for ABCD. He's a good guy, he does ABCD. Helping is very easy. So the greatest asset for us to grow is people.
Yeah, so that was so great. According to what Joshua and Patrick has shared, I picked something that, one, we must involve teamwork.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't think you can make it as individual. Like, it's so hard to make it alone because you can do a lot of cool things, but you might be so weak at one thing. You might be good in making charcoal stuff, okay? But if you can't talk about it, if you can't market your charcoal stuff, I mean, you won't make anything. You won't make a penny out of it, okay? And yeah, that's so powerful. Mercy, what must we do, or how can we contribute in the development of our community?
We can contribute in that by coming together. You're supposed to have people of interest. As the youth, you are supposed to get people. Let me use this group of people. If you have, for instance, this group of people who are drunkards, they are drug addicts. So as we say, development is a change. So if they make up their minds and they decide to come together with a common interest, and they're like, we really want to change. We are tired of this life of over drinking, pickpocketing, something like that. And they're like, we want to change. So among them there could be people who can do different things. There could be someone that is good at maybe hairdressing coming in, someone who is good at baking cake, someone who can maybe someone who is good at I can say catering. And so they can say like they can help each other. The other person can teach the other person what that person does not know. So they should have a mind of getting to know more than what you already know.
Thank you. It gets back to teamwork, all right? Because I so much believe in teamwork. Because a lot of things I've done with the team. Okay, I would say 90 of them was successful because the beauty of teamwork is you're collecting different people with different assets. Okay, could be physical, could be sophisticated asset like skills. Okay, if we go to play football, for example, football. This is like activity people do in a community. You might be so good in dodging, dodging, all right? But if you don't have a good goalkeeper, you'll score, they'll go and score you what? Back, okay? You might be good in maybe dodging, but you can't really make nice shots, okay? Like, you don't have like strong muscles to make like good shots. But like that person who maybe is so fast, it's like maybe he's a winger, he's so fast, runs so well, just need to give him one ball and like make nice shot, and that's like a goal for football fans. Okay.
Hold on, Josh.
Yeah.
On to what you've spoken about football, there's this other simple example. You cannot bring Messi. Okay, Messi alone is a good footballer, but Messi, of course, cannot play good football without maybe a number 2, a left back, Coutinho helping him the other side, people like Suarez helping him the other way around. He can't do it. That
Nice.
means it needs defenders first. It goes to the midfield, people there to supply him, and then of course now he's able to go in and score.
Great.
Yeah.
Before we wrap up, okay? Before we wrap up, let me ask you, starting with Mercy, what are your 5-year goals for your community?
In 5 years' time, I would like to see a community with the youth which are world empowered.
World empowered youth, like youth who are able to empower others.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mercy. Patrick.
Okay. In 5 years, what really I admire about my community is something that seeing fellow people like me or someone just really pursuing or being what they are meant to be, or not being suppressed or put down because of fear or something. I want them to achieve something and go for it, like as long as they have the passion for it, because those are the things that empowers a community. It's like when someone can live their full best, that's when everyone can bring in small contributions to help the community grow.
So in 5 years, you want to see your community with people who can leave their comfort zone and they chase what is right. And
Yes,
they grab it.
yes.
Joshua, 5 years.
One, a community is involved with very many different people, different tribes, different what, but still live in one place. Yeah. In 5 years, I want to see a community that doesn't just see the color of someone, the language they talk, different ideologies. No, not that. But I want to see a community picking up the young people, the old people, carrying the young people, pulling them up. Let's go. Now, I am an engineer. I am pulling this other young kid to see the same future, the same vision that I'm having. And all of us, going together. And of course, in leadership, I want to see powerful leaders. Myself, I'm not sitting here. I want to see myself somewhere in 5 years. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Joshua. Back to the young youth out there. It was a wonderful session with my team, and back to you. For your community to grow, it's not a one-person thing, okay? It starts with you. You know your passion, sit down. Write down things you love to see in your community. A lot of you admire other people's lifestyle, you admire other people's community, but we all have 24 hours to live, okay? Work so hard, and let's make sure that we do everything we can to make sure our community grow and develop. And you can't do it alone. grab a team of few people and you'll make this right. Next 5 years, I would love to see everyone here achieve their dream and become great people. Hi myself. Thank you so much. Till next time, stay safe and sanitize.